you should be able to look at these two things. They're also attached. They might be attached on the Google Classroom. I don't remember. So I want you to look here. There are words in this word bank, and then I want you to put them into the sheet that I gave you, into the symbol that they match. If you're at home, what I would just do is write a title on a piece of paper, addition, and then write words into the which one of these words would go into the addition. Then write subtraction. Which ones of these words would go into subtraction? Division, multiplication, equals, and parentheses. I want to point out right here, there's this little part that's called the turnaround words. That means that it reverses the order. So I want to start by just giving you an example of which one of those is a turnaround word. Okay? So a turnaround word for subtraction reverses the order. And one of them here is less than. Okay? Less than is a turnaround word. Because if I have 5 less than, whoa, I can't spell. Less than. I'm actually less than, that's true. 5 less than 10, and when I do that as math, it's actually 10 minus 5 when I write it out. Okay, because less than is a turnaround word, it makes it reverse the order. So I want you to take a few seconds, and I want you to try. You may not be able to get all of them in, but I want to take 2 minutes. I want you to try to put as many words as you can into each category. Which ones mean which things? Times the difference of, combine, quotient, multiple, subtract. Where do these words fit into these categories? So you can write them right into there. And again, if you're at home, just make yourself a title and do like, addition. And then under addition, you can write the words that match addition, like sum. Okay, Mr. Krug, I am going to have you write some words in here.
Sure.
I'm going to ask people from online to give me a word that goes into one of the categories. So we can't use less than or some, because I already chose those. In fact, can you put some into the addition section?
Absolutely.
And then you can
Do
kind
you
of...
want me in the box or outside the box?
Doesn't matter. Wherever works best for you. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to start with Nevaeh. Nevaeh, can you give me a word that goes into the addition category? And you can just type it in the box. And I'll actually tell you guys right away so you can start thinking about it. Elizabeth, I'm going to have you give me one for subtraction. Nevaeh said increase.
Subtraction.
For adding.
Oh,
Yep. So Elizabeth for subtraction. Rylan, I'm going to have you do division. Austin, multiplication. Julia, equals. Okay, Elizabeth said take away for
and
subtraction.
1 second, try to get this.
Oh, it's I know it's
It's stuck on.
you have to put the eraser back in the middle.
Oh, jeez.
There you go. It happens.
And then increase goes here too.
Yep, increase. Okay.
And then subtraction.
For subtraction, Nevaeh or Elizabeth said take away.
Take away.
For division, Rylan said divided by.
Oh, dang it.
Let's see here again. Julia, did I say equals for you?
You guys do that? Okay, cool.
Austin, multiplication. Okay. Multiplication for Austin is twice the sum of.
Twice
Excellent.
the sum of.
Good job, Austin. That's a hard one. Twice the sum of. Because it's really, you're taking, twice indicates that multiplication. And sum is an addition, but at the end, it's twice the sum of is going to be a multiplication word or indicator. I'm going to, 1 second here, Mr. Krim. I'm going to take away these, well, I can't really do that for the people online. Never mind.
I will get better at writing on this.
No worries. We got practicing these perfect. Okay, and then Julia, did you give me one for equals? Let me check here. Shared. Ooh, shared. Shared. That's a really good one, Julia, but it's actually not going to be for equals. But shared is a hard one. Can anybody think of what category shared would go into? It's hard when it's not in context. So let's think about, like, if I have 20 cookies shared with 5 friends, how many cookies do each person get? What would that kind of problem be? Not subtraction.
On the same track though.
Julia, do you know? If I said I have 20 cookies shared with 5 friends, what kind of problem would that be? Adding, subtracting, multiplication, and division. We said it's division. Julia's right. Julia said division, and that's correct. So we're going to put shared into the division section. Okay. Equals. There's one word, and I don't know if it's on here for equals, but one word that we always use for equals is. So I want you to put is on your equals. So anytime you have is written down, that's going to give you an equal sign. Okay, I don't even know if it's on there. I didn't see it.
Oh, I'll see. I go a little lower. There you go.
Mm-hmm. We might need to actually calibrate the board in a second. Okay, Haley, give me a word that fits into any of the categories. Twice this, we already did that one. Combine. Okay, combine. Which one is that going to go into? Addition. Correct. Combine will go into addition.
Oh no, it's getting better.
Okay. How about you, Kaden? Give me another word that goes into a category. We did not do and.
How would that go in?
I have 6 basketballs and 7 basketballs.
How many basketballs do
How many
I
balls
have?
do I have?
Would be equal to it, or be plus.
B plus, right? The and indicates the addition. So and would give me addition. Okay. Lacey, do you have one? Any of the words that can go into any of the categories?
Nope.
Nope. That's okay. How about you, Xavier? Product for multiplication.
Product.
Excellent. Haley, what do you got? Decrease by. Which one's that going to be? Subtraction, right. Okay.
And subtraction.
Decrease by.
Okay.
So there's not a lot of room left on the board here. So I think what we're going to do is right above the rest of the words that are left over, we're just going to write the symbol down. You can write them in your thing if you want to. It's just that on the board there's not a lot of room. So what do you think times the difference of? Is that going to be multiplication, adding, subtracting, division? It's so, you would think that difference kind of makes you think division, but this one is actually not division. It's multiplication. It's times the difference. It's multiplication of a subtraction, actually. So difference of is subtraction, and times is multiplication. So we're multiplying the result of a subtraction. How about quotient? What is quotient? What category does that go into? We had that one in the beginning. Anybody who's online, feel free to put your answers in the chat. I'm here watching them. Quotient, anybody know where a quotient would go? Add, subtract, multiply, divide.
Talked about this one earlier. It was normal.
No, that's normal.
It was in the formula.
Okay, Xavier, just give me a good guess. You got a 25% chance for quotient. No, not parentheses. It's going to be add, subtract, multiply, or divide. Katie? Division.
There you go.
Yeah, division, quotient. Okay, multiple. Lacey, give me a good guess. What do you think? Add, subtract, multiply, or divide from multiple. Give me a guess. You get 25% chance. You don't want to guess. Okay. Kaylee, what do you think? From multiple. Not division. What does it sound most like? Yeah, multiplication. A multiple is when you multiply something multiple times. Okay, so you get multiplication. So I'm just going to go through the rest of them here. Subtract, that's a subtraction. Per is multiplication. Okay. Times, or fewer, sorry, fewer is subtraction. Okay. And actually, fewer is one of those turnaround words. 3 fewer than 5, that's a turnaround word. That would be in that area with less than. Times, multiplication. Add, addition. Minus, subtraction.
Hang on 1 second.
Okay.
Yeah, you can calculate this for us.
That's okay. Minus is subtraction. Twice is multiplication. Decreased by is subtraction. Ratio is actually equals. Together is addition. More